to be a part of all the cuddle sessions with Heather, Victoria, and I. As we grew from cuddle sessions to stealing each other's clothes, we could always count on our one and only brother Ryan standing at the door telling us to go put some clothes on. By the way, though, Heather, Vic wants her sweatpants back. Right there. Yeah, the blue ones. But in reality, none of us could have gone without Ryan always protecting us and making us laugh. Moving on, I'm sure Vic could still cringe at the thought of having to drive down south in the back of the minivan, or as everyone teases me, Minivan. With me while I had the stomach bug. Needless to say, we all know how squeamish Vic could be, so from now on, I will always help my brother-in-law Jay on the nights when he takes drinking to a whole new level, which will probably be tonight. And then there was Vic's Mazda. Now is a good time to tell you, I didn't take the bus so I could ride with my friends. I took it because I was too embarrassed to pull up to school with the loud Mazda screech. Thanks, Jay, for finally blowing the engine so no one had to hear it anymore.
Hey!
And I could get it as a hand-me-down.
Oh, boy.
The one good thing about our times at school was you were always such a slow eater and the last one in the cafeteria that I could always go see you and finish your lunch for you just so you can make it to class on time. All jokes aside, Vic, as much as Jay would love to see us throw it down, you have and will always be the best big sister anyone could ever ask for.
Oh.
Even though some may call you shy, I have always admired you for how determined, selfless, and understanding you can be. And at the same time, you were the one I could always count on to make anything we did fun. So thank you for sharing your special day with us. Jay, I'm so happy to be gaining you as my brother-in-law. And Vic, like how Papa and all of us would always say, you are my sunshine.
Oh.
Congratulations, and I love you.
Hi, Jeff. Free.
Jeffy Pooh. Jeffy Pooh.
Alright. Thank you, Justin. Taylor, that was nice. Thank you for leading. I told her to go first, so I wasn't as nervous. Working great. First off, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. Thank you to the bride's parents for all that you did for today, as well as the groom's parents who happen to be mine as well. It was awesome. They say that when you find true love, it's your best friend, your soulmate, someone who knows you better than everyone else. Jay was lucky enough to meet that person a few years back, the day he was born when he met me. I guess I should introduce myself now. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the best man. Jay's shorter, older brother, Jeff. In researching being the best man, I found that there's 3 things that I'm mainly responsible for. First, there's planning a stag or a bachelor party, which many of you probably heard or saw, or went probably not as well as it could have. Second is getting the groom to the venue on time, sober, and with the rings. I guess 2 out of 3 is not bad. And third is to deliver a well-written, heartfelt, funny speech. So here goes nothing. Jay and I have been and done so much together. We were always outside doing something. We were inseparable as kids. Sorry, I gotta go to the cards. I had this memorized, and today it's just out the window. So we were always outside doing something, from swimming in the Drenzix pool to bike rides from Pegler's out of the neighborhood, making those totally jamming, sledding videos. We were known as the Deco Boys in Little League. We were a force to be reckoned with on the kickball field, and we were and still are mediocre at golf. For the most part, we got along great. But like any siblings did, of course, we fought from time to time, and I was usually in the back of the Buick on a family road trip to God knows where. But one thing always stood true, though, and that is we always helped each other out if needed, whether it be coming up with excuses not to get in trouble, or a ride home after a wild night at the bar, or more recently, work at my house. We were brothers. We always had each other's backs, and Jay, I'm truly grateful for that. Through high school, we sort of drifted apart. We each had our own agendas between friends and work and whatnot, up until I actually moved out over a year ago. Since then, we've somehow gotten closer, talked more, hung out more, worked on our golf game, and enjoyed a few adult beverages. We got back to that old brotherhood. A few weeks ago, you said something to me that I know I'm not going to forget, and you felt the same way. You said, "Thank you for including me in your group of friends. You made me feel like one of the guys." When in fact, Jay, you're my original friend. You're always going to be one of the guys. You're my brother that I've had, and I always will have. I can't remember the first time that I met Vic, until she actually told me a couple weeks ago. She had come over for dinner one night, and my buddy Ethan was there. She was very shy, quiet, kept to herself. That night, Ethan bet Jay $5 to eat one of those red hot peppers in the Chinese food. And I'm pretty sure to this day they said it was worth every penny. But I figured, what a first impression on Vic. She probably thought we were some weird, crazy family, and we probably wouldn't see her much after that. But surprisingly enough to me, is she started coming around more, started loosening up, started fitting right in. To the point where she was actually at my house more than I was. And it seemed like she was always taking a shower when I wanted to. Vic became sister-like. She was there for some big milestones in my life. I got my dream job. Me and Jay got matching tattoos from Cheryl and Vic, Graham. Sorry. And when I bought my house, Vic was there for all of that. We hung out as a group a lot. By we, I mean I was a third wheel in their relationship, more times than I can count. But they never made me feel uncomfortable when I was with them. I've had a bit of a revolving door of women in my life. Most of which I'd always ask for her opinion or her advice. Some got the stamp of approval, most were forgotten easily and ugly, thankfully. She was there for words of wisdom if I needed it. I knew Jay and Vic were pretty serious, but I never really thought much of it. So I found out my brother was going to propose. I was paying with my mom, and she had asked me that day if I talked to my brother, which I had, about something small and stupid in the morning. And she said, "Did he say anything about the ring?" And I didn't know anything about it, so I called him up and asked what the deal was. And he told me that he bought an engagement ring. He planned on proposing the 4th of July weekend, and the whole 9 yards up in Maine on the beach. And I said, "Why didn't you tell me?" And he got all choked up when he said, he goes, "I really wanted to, but I knew you had a lot going on, and I didn't want to give you something else to worry about or something to think about." He said that obviously I want you to be the best man and plan the stag and everything. And at that moment, I knew this was for real, and Vic was going to be in it for the long haul. Everything was going to be different. As days passed, I went to Maine for proposal, multiple vacations to follow. We got even closer. Not only to Jay and Vic, but her whole family. Rick and Cheryl, you treated me like you knew me for years, from the first time I met you. Roy, Heather, I messed that order up, sorry, don't get offended. Taylor, Heather, Ryan, Roy, you all feel like part of the family. By Jay and Vic getting hitched today, I'm proud to say that our DeCostanzo family has gotten even bigger. So before your drinks are finished, and the bartenders get lonely over there, I'd like to propose a toast to Jay and Victoria.
Yes.
May your hold on.
Hold on.
We're just getting ready, Joe.
May your days be happy, your years memorable, and your glasses never empty. Love you both.
That's all right. They're not my glasses.